Good morning, everybody. I have had a little technical difficulty getting myself set up today, so thank you for your patience. Okay, welcome, you guys. Hi, Kane. Thank you for sending the good energy today. I had a little bit of a snafu getting started, and so I'm glad that all my systems are go. And today's reading is all about, when you're praying for a sign. Trust me, my life has been a little bit topsy turvy, and it's been a real challenge to accept part of what's going on and keeping my, I'm kind of a cheerful person. I want to keep up my spirits and I want to trust that spirit has my back no matter what. And sometimes that's not the easiest thing to do. So, welcome today. Thank you for your patience. Several of you have already signed up for your reading, and I have Sandra and Courtney and Pooja are in line right now. And I am, hold on just for a second because I want to make sure that, Murphy, you want to come up? Murphy just came up to be on my lap, or rather, he sits behind me when I'm doing my readings. And so, okay, all right, I think I'm set. And I hope that everyone will find me. I've had kind of a, let me see, 5 are watching. Okay, good. All right. At first, when I started to come on, it said that I was not able to, it wasn't letting me start my live stream. And I'm like, what? I am not a super expert at the technology. Thankfully, I can, okay, I don't know how to fix this. I just have to trust that the people will find me. So, anyway, all right. So, these are our decks we're going to use today. Let's get down to business. I'm going to be using the mystical moments. No, thank you. Thank you, Lina. Aw, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Today we're using the Mystical Moments deck. It was just brought to my attention. It's a magical deck because the pictures, the paintings that create the cards are quite unusual. And I think when you've been asking for a blessing or you've been praying for a sign for a while, sometimes we miss the signs that are right here in front of us because we're looking at the wrong direction. For our oracle reading today, we're going to be having love letters to your soul. And so, if you're really needing a touch, you want to understand how spirit has your back no matter what, this would be the card for you. And then the free card today is our Avalon Magic cards. And so, when I read about these, I loved what it says on the back. It says, um, let's see. Oh, yeah. It's allowed to the heart. It's designed for the heart of the seeker to be open to divine guidance. Okay. I can give you encouragement and I can pick cards that can entertain you. But at the bottom of it all, at the end of the day, it's for you to plug into your divine guidance so you can find your way. Right. So, that's going to be our free deck. And this is our tarot deck. I'll set this aside and then put this aside. Okay, so if you're wanting to have a reading today, it's super easy. I will be repeating the directions. All you need to do is go register at this account, and then you will be put into the queue for a reading. So hold on just for a quick second. Thank you guys for your patience trying to work through my difficulties here. I'm still here, you guys. Don't go anywhere. I just have to, I had another stream going and I want to make sure it's canceled so that everybody who wants to be in on the reading can be in on the reading. And so, okay, it looks like everything is as it should be. Let me switch over. Okay, this is what I'm doing. All right. Okay. Let me just. All right. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much for your patience. All right. Off to the races. Let's see. What do I want to do first? First, I'm going to draw a card for us for the general theme of today's readings. All right, perfecto. All right, so from our Healing Heart Oracle, the Healing Heart Oracle, what is it that Spirit? Oh, wait a second. I forgot my Palo Santo. Good grief. I feel like I'm doing the reading upside down today. You guys are so patient. All right, let's settle our spirits. Let's settle our hearts. Let's come in humility and in honesty that we really, really want to hear from Spirit, that it's our goal to be lifted up and inspired. For those of you who are waiting on a breakthrough, whether it's in finances or with love, there's a full moon in Libra happening in a couple of days. And there is a special emphasis on loving relationships that's here for this full moon in Libra. So I wouldn't be surprised at all if some people here are looking for heart healing. And so, with that note, let's draw a card for the collective. We allow our desires, our prayers for a sign to be lifted on the smoke of our offering, and we open our hearts to divine wisdom. Beena, magnificent success. Welcome. I haven't seen you for a while. Mystic Christina Rose, so glad to see you guys. Please pop in and use the link manifestfaster.com to register for a reading. Beena, I'm not sure that you've seen the new technique here. So do click that Manifest Faster and add yourself to the queue. Lina, I just see that you have added your name to the queue. So glad to help you. Asia, I'm so glad to have you also. My goodness, you guys are blowing me away here. So let's jump in with our special messages from the Heart Oracle. This is setting the tone for today's readings. Serenity, I see that you've joined me. Thank you. And let's look. Oh my goodness. Look at this beautiful heart. Take this in. Look for the details that draw your attention. It's a beautiful design. The heart looks cluttered to me, where there's so much going on. And so, what strikes me about this card is someone who's listening today, their heart is cluttered. There's so many things that are going on. And for me personally, it chokes me up. I've had kind of a tough week, a challenging week for me to keep my head screwed on straight and not let my mind run away with me. And so, in a way, for me, I have felt like other people's pain has been tattooed on my own heart. I think part of that is because I was raised in a lot of chaos. And then, so when people are suffering around me, it's hard sometimes for me to protect my heart. I want to be loving and supportive, but when people are suffering, it does kind of tattoo itself onto my heart. So, this is a confirmation to me that Spirit is here to guide the reading. The message is open your my eyes are a little teary here. Open your wings and fly. When we are captured by other people's suffering, we can sometimes feel trapped. And the reality is that Spirit is all around us at all times, wanting to lift us up and support us. So, in this particular card, what I love are the flowers. It's springtime right now in Tennessee, and there are flowers that are starting to bloom. So, first instruction from Spirit today is get your little self outside, please. Spirit says, please go outside. Please take a breath of air. Please notice what's around you in nature. Okay, I hear this and I want to say, aye, aye, Captain. I have my marching orders for the day, and that's what I will be doing later. But we are going to go forward with our readings. Hi, hi, Pranjali. Welcome. You are so welcome here. Andrea is here with the live request. You guys, I have 10 live requests already, and so I'm going to get started right away. Okay. I will be doing some demonstrations. I'm going to be pulling tarot cards today for the collective in between our live readings. Okay. And if you would like, let me just take a peek here. Beena's here. Beena, yay. This is going to be a busy morning. And you guys, I have to say, that you all are such an answer to prayer in my life for what's possible with spirit. And look at, I have 11 people lined up for readings here. And Courtney, are you here? Courtney started with my other stream that didn't work. I came up with a message that said, you cannot start a live stream at this time. And I was like, oh my goodness, I can't. Yes, I can. Where there's a will, there's a way. So, hi, there you are, Courtney. Oh, I'm so glad. And let's see, Vicky, subscriber Pranjali, if you need to sign up for the reading, and so that's, let me put it right here for you. And I'm happy to put you in the queue so that I can read a card for you. It's important that you register first. So first we have Sandra, and then we have Courtney. So let's jump right in. Now remember, these cards are, each one has magic and healing from the Avalon otherworld through the Lady of the Lake, the goddess, the Fae, the priestesses, and all of the heroes of Arthurian legends. Okay, so this is an old theme of guidance coming from the fairies, coming from the angelic beings. Hi, Andrea. I see you're here. I will be announcing as I go through who's next, so you guys know when your reading comes up. And now we have Sandra is first. Sandra, thank you for registering early. When you guys register early for the readings, you don't have to wait in line. So keep that in mind. Once you're signed up here with me, you will get a notification when I go live, and then you may step to the first of the line like Sandra and Courtney. Okay, so let's go. Sandra. Sandra is asking about finances. And oh, this card threw itself out of the deck instantly. I love that. So the thing is about our financial life is that we do carry some disappointments, don't we? We carry disappointments on our way to financial improvement because sometimes we're in a job that doesn't serve us. Sometimes the people at our work are not respectful. Sometimes we're just going through the motions because we need the money, but the job is not soul satisfying. So when I look at this card, what I'm seeing is this rider on the horse. And look at Sandra. Look at how, let me get my pointer. Look at how the rider is got a long path, right? A long path all the way to the castle. The castle may represent your dream come true. So as we look at this card, we see that you're on the path. You're moving forward. The horse is not off eating some grass at the side of the road. The horse is stepping forward. However, the horse is not running. This reminds me of the Knight of Pentacles in the tarot deck because the Knight of Pentacles is a cautious explorer. All right. So I do feel that there is this sense of caution and progress for you. There is, can you notice this little village on the way to the castle? What this shows me, Sandra, is that you are going to be encountering some changes in your money life, and it may have to do with some sort of surprising work for you in your community. Many times we have to moonlight, pick up a side hustle that you may not be aware of yet. But there's so many things you have to offer. So I'm going to turn this over and read it in a second. But I want you to be open to side hustles. That's the sign you're waiting for, Sandra, because the new employment that may change everything, it is on your path. But the idea of doing something on the side, and it can be very, what did I say? Ordinary work. Some people cook meals for other people. Some people serve as a driver. They do driving service with Uber or DoorDash, something like that. There are people that help people organize their homes and clean out their closets. There's all kinds of ways to moonlight. So, Sandra, that is my take on your situation today. Now, let's see what your message is. Honor your soul path and step into your authentic self. Let your intuition inform your pathway. Let your intuition inform your pathway. As you pray for signs, Sandra, watch for things that are unusual, you're not expecting. Your financial future is in action right now. And of course, the last piece of advice is to be grateful and appreciative for where you are right now. So, whatever money you touch, remember to thank Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for this money. It's just a seed in what is to grow in the future. Okay, Sandra? Also, there is on my website over at Manifest Faster, I have a very special sale going on my block breaker reading, which is recorded and it has tapping and tarot in it. It's only $33 for the rest of March, which means we only have, 3 more days? But you're welcome to hit me up and get that private reading, Sandra, if you feel like it would give you more direction. Okay, so moving forward. Next, we have Miss Courtney, and you are so welcome. I'm glad that you're here. My name is Catherine, and some of you are brand new and you've never been here before. Welcome. I'm Catherine. This is Pattern Breaker Tarot. We want to break the patterns. Whatever it is that's holding you back, we want to break those patterns. So I appreciate you hitting the subscribe. I appreciate you following, because we are all in the same boat here. We need to hear from Spirit. We need to feel Spirit has our back. So if that's you and you want to know that Spirit has your back, let's hit the 100, because 100% of every single day, Spirit has your back, whether you realize it or not. I live by this truth every day. Okay, love tuning in. I appreciate you too, my dear friend Courtney. Overthinking. Okay, let's see. I know that overthinking is something that can be overcome because I am doing it. I don't know if you guys have heard of neurographic art. Neurographic art is one of my tools that I use to help myself when I'm overthinking. So, Courtney, there are a gazillion YouTube videos out there, and I would take a look at it. Let me just write it in here so you know. Neurographic art. I really need to do maybe I'll do a video just about neurographic art so you guys can watch me create something, but it really helps deal with my overthinking. So, Courtney, there's a little bit of advice for you. All right, if you're here and you are an overthinker, join Courtney's reading. All you have to do is click the thumbs up, and what that does is it brings together the loop, and it says, I'm in. I am an overthinker also, and I would like to get over that. Sometimes I say I am I'm what do I say? Oh yeah, I'm an overthinker in recovery. I'm an overthinker in recovery. The way my mind works, I will always be a thinker. But what I can do is learn to turn it over to my guides and to Source to help me out. So, Courtney, There's cards are a little bit stubborn today. Courtney, are you bringing some stubbornness to, hi, Sai, are you bringing some stubbornness to the reading? I do sometimes because I fight spirit. I'm like, I like thinking. I love my ideas. So let's take a look here. Ooh, this card jumped. So I'm going to pull it. Beautiful, beautiful, Courtney. So I think that the part of you that is a bit stubborn about giving up overthinking is something, please don't be angry with yourself. Please don't criticize yourself, Courtney. I don't know how old you are along the way, but I am 73. And at 73 and having 72 years of overthinking, I must say that I've become abundantly patient with myself. And even now, I've had to stop something that breaks my heart. I have had, 30. See, good grief. You could be, I mean, you're like a granddaughter, sort of. I would have had to been a mom real young, but you know what I mean. But anyway, the thing that I have had to do, and I'll share with you guys because I love to put out those little tiny readings. Some of you may have seen my little tiny, they're 13-second readings, and I've loved doing them. And I've done them for 4 years. And Spirit came to me and said, Catherine, it's time to take a rest. And I was like, no, no, please, no, because I love doing them. But the truth is, it's lost its sparkle. I don't enjoy doing them as much as I did 3 years ago. And so Spirit says, if you're not wholehearted, lay it down, let it rest for a while. And it hasn't been easy at all for me. And so, Courtney, I'm picking up a kindred spirit that something in your life source is telling you, lay it down, rest from this thing. Do you know what I mean, Courtney? Something is entangled in your life and Spirit wants you to give it a rest so that you can figure out what you truly desire. Oh my goodness, Courtney, I wish you were here. I would so give you a big hug because look at how she's clutching the scroll. So she's kind of obeying Spirit and she's honoring Spirit by saying, okay, I hear you. I know that I can lay this down, but I don't really want to. I don't really want to lay it down. So I'm going to rest, but I'm going to keep holding on to the thing. So, Courtney, this week, and I love that you come every weekend to visit me. This week, can you let go of that thing? Can you lay it down and trust Spirit with it? My guidance told me to lay down my shorts. I mean, not my shorts that I wear. Gosh, that sounded funny, but to lay down my daily videos for 90 days. And I'm just about halfway through and it's breaking my own heart. But guess what? I am being creative right now. I'm painting and I also designed a denim jacket. I do upgrades, I up level denim jackets, and I created one. And so I know my creativity is coming to life. And I was pouring out all my creativity to YouTube half heartedly. So, Courtney, listen in. And also, I would love to hear from you, any of you guys, patternbreakertarot@gmail. I would love, love, love to hear from you. Jana over in Norway reached out, and now we're connected. And so, please, Courtney, I would absolutely love to have your email and hear a little bit more about your story. Anyway, let me look here and see if there's anything else. No, well, the thing about this card, Courtney, there's not a path leading to the castle. And in our previous card, there was a path clearly lined up. So this is showing me that you might be headed in a direction that is not to your highest good. I know it's hard to pull a lot of information from a single card, but because there's no path here, you might be like going against the grain and really Spirit has a completely different avenue for you. Let's take a peek. It is in the silent pause that we find the answers to our questions. It is in the breath that we anchor the soul. So, do you meditate, Courtney? If you're new to meditation, Courtney, there is an app. It's called The Way. It is a wonderful meditation app. They offer you a free trial, like 12 sessions where you can listen, but it is the best app I'm using it a little bit over a year right now. And I love it because being silent is where the answers are. Okay. And the last piece of advice for you, Courtney, my friend, it's very important to teach yourself what is your hell yes and what's a hell no, right? A hell yes is where you, the green light, go. A hell no is, excuse me, but F no, I'm not going that direction. Hell maybe will drag you down every time. Okay, my friend, welcome and thank you. Don't we love the Avalon Magic cards, you guys? Okay, so let me go forward here and let me and don't forget, any of you guys feel free to reach out to me through email. I love to communicate with the lovely people that follow my channel. You guys mean the world to me. Okay, so let me go on here. Pooja is next. Then we have Lina and Asia, Serenity, Christina, Ram T, who ordered a heart message also. I'm so glad to do that for you, Ram. And then Alexandra, and then Beena. And I think, and Lighthouse Dreamer. Hey, Lighthouse Dreamer, I didn't see you come in. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, oopsie. Let me go back. Okay, and we are at Pooja. Oh, oh gosh. You are welcome, Pooja. My Ganesh ring. What happened? I have to tell you a story about this ring because I'm taking a painting class, and I think I've worn this ring for a few years now actually. But I took off the ring because I couldn't fit the rubber glove on top of my ring, and then I lost it at the studio. And when I got home, I was like, "Oh no, it could get thrown away." But I decided I was just going to release it, and I did. I said, if I don't get the ring back, it's okay. But even though part of my heart was like, oh no, well, I went back and sure enough, it was found. And one of the people who runs the place said, oh my gosh, that's such an ugly ring. And I thought to myself, no, it's not. I love this ring. And so thank you, Pooja, for noticing. I really do appreciate cultural icons that help all of us to hear from spirit. So, okay, so Pooja, okay, let's draw Pooja. I love Pooja's did not put a special request in here because as you guys know, those of you who follow me, is with these little free readings, these are like your party favors for the tarot party. They are from directly from the heart of spirit. These little cards, when one of them is pulled, it's spirit's way of touching your heart. Whoops, there we go. I love it. Thank you, spirit. And for our friend Pooja. Ooh, wow, look at that. Yes, Miriam, you are welcome to ask a question. And it certainly, and so all you have to do is click the link that says Manifest Faster. And let me put it in there for you. And all you do is sign up right there. And then you go to the end of the queue. And I appreciate you guys because we do have a long queue today. Okay, so Pooja, it looks to me like people have been trying to speak to you in your dreams, that as you've been praying for a sign and you've been really diligent about asking, it's like you don't want to make a mistake, you want to do the right thing. And you have been praying for signs. And I see all of the spiritual energy going on. And so I'm wondering, Pooja, do you remember your dreams? Has there been someone who's entered into your dream from the past, perhaps even an ancestor? But there's um, excuse me, there's like a finish of a cycle here, where as you've been asking for your sign and as you have been trusting spirit, energy has been moving and moving toward you. As this full circle comes, as this dream figure begins to meet you, you're going to have a concrete sign. It could be from a person who says something to you. They might say something like, oh my goodness, Pooja, you are exactly who I've been looking for. Or, Pooja, that is exactly what I needed to hear. I wouldn't be surprised at all if you don't hear those precise words in the next few days. Hold on just a sec. I want to sip my tea. So watch your dreams. Look for symbols in your dreams, Pooja. And here's your message. As light follows darkness, so day follows night. Be patient and wait for the right opportunity to create a new chapter in your life. Absolutely. I feel so confident that when you do get this sign, it's going to be profoundly meaningful. It will stop you in your tracks. You're going to hear a set of words from someone that's going to stop you in your tracks, and you're going to remember this reading, and you're like, holy smokes, this is exactly what I heard when I was watching Catherine's readings. Okay, so this treasure that you're seeking, it's on its way to you. Watch your dreams, my friend. Okay? What a great reading. I love that. Remember that if you're just watching along and you are not you're haven't selected to have a reading, don't be surprised if you get goosebumps when you're hearing any reading. Birds of a feather flock together. There's no accident that you're here. Hi, Luke. Welcome. Okay, next we have Lina. Lina is looking for clarity about career and love life. So, Lina, let's grab our oracle card, our little Avalon magic cards. I want to show you the box because I love these mini decks. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, so let's take a look. You guys are keeping me busy today. I don't even have time to do a tarot reading, and I so want to do a tarot reading. So, those of you who are in line, let me know. Would you like me to do a tarot reading for the collective here so you can hear the bigger picture? Just put a thumbs up down there in the, or let's see, how can I say? Just let me know. Say yes, yes. If you would rather that I just keep going with the Avalon Magic, just then just, how do I want to do this? I'm not used to taking a poll, but if you do want to have me do, okay, good. Andrea, Miriam wants, good, thank you. Because the tarot is so good and it always supports our, okay, great, Lena. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so right after this reading, I'm going to pull the tarot cards. Hi, Luke. Oh, welcome. I'm happy to pull cards for you. And so all you need to do to register for any of my readings, because I do personal tarot readings here on the live, if that's what you're wanting. And you can, oopsie, here we have Lena's card. And so it's easy. It's there's 3 readings that you can order today, and you can find all of them on my menu there, manifestfaster.com. So Lena, here we have your card, and we have the owl. So, of course, the owl is all about wisdom. That is the, I would say, the cross cultural, their owl is known for being wise. And also, there's another thing that is very true, and that is the owl is known for being able to turn its head all the way practically 360. Of course, it can't, but the owl's neck is so flexible, it can look in more directions than other birds and other animals. And so the third thing about owls is that they're silent. There, you can find a YouTube video where it demonstrates an owl flying with no noise. The hummingbird, that beautiful little hummingbird, when it flies by, you can hear it because those little tiny wings are beating so fast and they create sound. But the owl, no matter how big the owl is, its wings are silent. So, my dear friend Lina, the first thing I want to bring to your attention, can you be more quiet? Is there a chance that you're a bit of a chatterbug and that you like to chat and that you like to communicate, and that spirit is calling you to be quiet more than you speak? This might be a special message just for this week, where you have two ears and one mouth for a reason, Lena. So it might be that you're being called to quiet. Something tells me that there's a person who wants to speak to you, but they feel shy. They're not sure how to approach you. So as you take a beat when someone is speaking to you and just listen more deeply, I think the sign you're waiting for is going to come through your new habit of quiet and listening. Okay, Lena? Now, let's look. Another thing is, I'm seeing all of these leaves fully blossomed on the tree. So I think summertime is when you're going to hear something or sense something that is important. Now, right now, it's springtime in Tennessee, where I am. So I'm looking at about 6 weeks or so. 8 weeks from now, summer will be very strong. So another thing for you, Lena, I don't know where you live, but this could be predicting like somewhere between 6 to 8 weeks. You're going to be getting the confirmation of what you're looking for. Okay, let's see what your message is. Don't be imprisoned by your past. Create a brand new you and hold that vision. Okay, so yes, I do feel, Lena, that you are being called to lay some things down, some habits that you have, some ways that you think about life. There's changes coming for you, but there's not room for you to absorb them. You know how a snake sheds its skin, or a caterpillar transitions in the cocoon and then sheds the cocoon? I think that's what's going on for you, Lena. And that spirit is wanting to get your attention to drop some things that just no longer serve you and that may be in your way. Make sense? So start with quiet and ask Spirit, what do you have for me, Spirit? Remember that we want to be grateful for the abundance that we have right now. But if we're limiting ourselves from moving forward because of some fears from our past, that's what we're needing to address. Okay. An affirmation that I like to use for times like this is, even though I don't know how, I'm being so much more quiet right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm listening much more efficiently right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm shedding the skin of my old life right now. Okay, Lena? Beautiful. Now, I am going to go ahead and do a tarot reading to demonstrate. I love to do a tarot reading for you guys here today. You can order that when you order from my website. However, I want to be able to demonstrate how the tarot can also point to a sign that you're looking for. Okay. Oh gosh, Lena, I am so glad that you resonated with that reading. I really felt that idea of being silent is so helpful for all of us. Me too. Okay, let's look at it. This is the first card that came out, and we have the High Priestess. Okay. And Lena, this just kind of reminds me of your situation a little bit. When she's pulling back the curtain, right? She's pulling back the curtain to see what else is there. And there's a ship there. So it's showing me that stepping onto a new stage, like you're still yourself, of course, but stepping through to a new version of yourself where it's easier for you to spend time in silence could be part of what's going on. But this is for the collective. So your intuition, who was it? Courtney. Courtney, I wonder if you're still here, because our intuition is so important for us. And we have to know what is a hell yes and what is a hell no. Because if we're wavering in between and hell maybe, that wobbliness is no fun. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here, Court. Okay, the second card is the Ace of Swords. New beginning. Look at how she's holding that key. Oh, yeah. This message is for all of you and me, all of us who are facing a new beginning, but we're shy. We want to hide behind the curtain, right? Who can relate? And then we have our third card, and it's the Fool. Wow, wow, wow. So anytime that we get two major arcana in three cards, it's worth our attention because the major arcana are all about deep changes. And so I'm going to pull the card that's at the bottom of the deck, but we're not going to look at it yet. So again, if you would like me to pull the tarot cards for you today, I'm happy to do it. You can order that reading right on the are we okay? Yeah, you can order the reading through the website and I will pull tarot cards for you personally. But for the collective, let's look and see. Birds of a feather flock together. You guys who are hearing my voice right now, don't scroll away. This is your reading. As we look at this Ace of Swords, such a strong presence, beautiful presence with the nautilus shell as her crown. So, what this shows me, imagine that this is a staircase that's going, excuse me, that's going down, right? So, as we sip of tea, hold on. Thank you for your patience, you guys. Excuse me. As we allow spirit to go down into the depths of our past and our memories, and we allow housekeeping so that we can forgive the person that broke our heart when we were 13. We can forgive the boss who took advantage of us and stole our work. We can forgive ourselves for linking with someone that's not good for us. We can forgive ourselves for being so cruel to our own self by picking on ourselves and being imperfection. We're just picking all the time. The key to that is often locked up in your past experiences. Sometimes working with your inner child can be very helpful. There's tricks and tips that you guys can all learn to overcome the overthinking and the hurt feelings from the past. It can feel risky sometimes to step out from behind the curtain, to step out and say, no, I'm ready. I truly am ready. The moon is making an appearance. The moon is peeking. Notice how the moon is both behind the curtain and in front of the curtain. It's such a tiny detail. But there is a journey ahead for you that is so cool, exciting, fun. Yes, it's topsy turvy. And yes, you're going to have your moments. And my whole body's just like rocking, like a rocking boat, because life is filled with challenges and not everything is easy. But when you acknowledge, I need spirit to guide me, I need to get back to basics, I need to understand who I am, a new journey opens up. And this Fool card is the start of a precious new chapter. And April's coming. I'm going to be doing next weekend, I'll be doing some readings for April. And it's Easter Sunday, so I'll be here on Saturday this week. And the Fool, notice how it's a dragon underground, right? She just is standing on this little bit of topsy turviness, right? Because the dragon is upside down. She's not feeling any threat at all. She's like, okay, I'm in, I'm going, I'm ready. I'm ready to walk this path. And this doesn't mean that the path will be 100% easy. Of course not. But listen, as a human and as an explorer of reality, which is what you are going to be thrilled with the result. Anybody who watches me knows that I'm very fond of Abraham Hicks, and they teach me so much every single time I listen. And what they say is the only reason that you want something, whether it's money, a new position, a person to be your person, a new pet, a new car, whatever you're wanting, the only reason you want it is because you think you're going to be happier having it. That's it. That's the only reason. And so once you get that in your heart and you start to loosen your grip on how you think your life should open up, you're going to experience floods of fun. I'm not even kidding. And so One of the things that I add to my affirmations is this or something better. So if you're wanting a career breakthrough, let's say, and you say to Spirit, I want to have a career that pays all my bills, and then be able to say, this or something better, thank you. That's part of what you need to do, is to acknowledge what you truly want and then say, this or something better. Courtney, you are right. I mean, with me, I made over 3,000 little videos. No kidding, over the last 4 years, 3,000 of them. And I can't even believe it's that high, but they're good. It's a good part of what I serve, how I serve. But I've been inspired to limit my work to these live readings. And I don't understand that. It doesn't seem right from going from 30 or 40 videos a month to four, but spirit is guiding me. I'm peeking through the curtain. That's why I can be a good leader for you guys, because I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm willing to trust spirit with the key. Ace of Swords, a sign of victory, a fresh start. Let's take a peek at our card from the bottom of the deck. Whoa, wow, I just got goosebumps all over myself. And Courtney, this is so for you, my friend, because the devil, the devil is in the details. The devil is the card of self-deception, where you're like, I'm going to say that we lie to ourselves, right? And we say it's not that bad. I know I'm half-hearted about this, but it's okay. No, it's not. I can promise you that if you are forcing yourself, if you're going through the motions and something is not satisfying, you owe it to yourself to go deep, go into spirit, study. Whether you get readings, some of my clients talk to me regularly. I have some clients that get readings every single week. I have some that get readings once every other month. But the truth is to get that guidance from me or anyone that you're drawn to, so that you can address the parts of yourself that are shy, the parts of yourself that are fearful, that don't want to step into the new world. This reading is critical for all of us to really take to heart. Okay. And so as we go forward together, let's make a promise to ourselves that no matter what things look like, we are going to stay true to ourselves. No more self betrayal, no more self criticism. We are stepping out of the skin into our new version of ourselves. Okay. Wow, wow, and wow. Thank you guys for the luxury of doing a tarot reading here. For those of you who are waiting so patiently in line for your card. Hi, Christina. No problem. I'm glad that you're here. And then Mark, absolutely. But there are 3 ways to speak to me today, and all 3 of them are available at this particular website right here. So all you do is click there, register for your reading, and I'll be happy to help you. Okay. Lina, you are welcome. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful that you were here for your tarot reading also. Remember, when you are in a reading like this, we are a collective. You guys mean so much to me, who you've been following me for years, some of you. And so when you participate, when you leave me a message or hit the thumbs up or subscribe, it's just a blessing beyond words, and I totally appreciate it. Okay. So let's move forward. And now we have Asia. Hi, Asia. Welcome, welcome. There you are. Good. Now let me just read who's next. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys, this is such a blessing for me. Okay, after Asia, we have Serenity, Christina, Ram T, Alexandria, Beena, Lighthouse Dreamer, Emma Gruber, and Maureen Pascal. So, Maureen, I haven't seen you for so long. Biggest hug. I'm so glad that you're back today. Okay, moving forward, we have Asia. Asia Sanders, a general read for career. All right. And remember that in our Avalon Magic deck, The author's goal, the author's purpose in this deck was to help people connect to their inner guidance. So that is what this is all about today. We're really, our joined intention is that we all may connect to our inner guidance. Okay, so hey, Cesar Rosa, welcome. I know you've been here before. Glad to see you. Okay, so this is for Asia. What is the Avalon magic? What's the magic for our friend Asia today? Okay, here we have a flip. We had 2 cards flip. Okay. And I'm just going to close my own eyes. Okay, this is our card. Okay, Asia, let's see what's up. Oh, so Asia, we have the owl again, right? So a repetition of that message around wisdom. And it does look like when I look at this card and I look at the owl, and then there's all those markings on the stone. Can you see that? Like inscriptions that are on the stone. And I'm also, excuse me, I'm also aware of this deer that is in the background. And so as I look at this, I feel that you're okay. I feel like you're coming out of a time of confusion. I feel like it has been a dark night. You know how the new moon, when the new moon is present, there's 0 moon in the sky. And so it is a sign of confusion and not being sure what to do. And so now, as light is starting to shine, and you can see the light coming down into the scene, I believe that the sign you've been praying for is going to be what's coming to me. It's going to be written in stone. I have a sense, Asia, that you have lost a bit of confidence in yourself, and that spirit so much wants you to believe this fact. You are a spiritual being having a human experience, Asia. Spirit has your back. It always has, and it always will. Spiritual connection is yours. And sometimes when we go through a dark time, we can feel like we're alone and that you have to figure out everything by yourself. It's just not true. Spirit is there wanting for you to take steps to believe in that reality. All right. Now, I'm just found a really wonderful website where the young woman does what she calls somatic meditations. And they're all about connecting to the truth of who we are. And so I wish I could remember. So, Asia, I cannot remember the name of her channel, but if you could email me at patternbreakertarot at Gmail, patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. Maureen, could you write that down in the chat? That would be helpful for me. I appreciate it because there is something blocking where you want to be right now. And I think that this young woman's meditations could really be helping you. You're waking up and you're getting to hear more clearly from your intuition. And I want to support you. Let's read what it says. Never be afraid to voice your truth, as truth comes from a deep place within your soul. Absolutely. That written in stone. It's like there's certain things about being human that we can never know. We can't know the future. We can't know where your next employment is. But what we can know is how deeply we are loved by spirit. Okay. So that's what I feel is going on for you. I think that your sign is to look into somatic meditations. And if you would like my personal recommendation, you can email me. But I want to type in here the phrase I'm saying so that you can do a YouTube search. Somatic Meditations, and then her name is Wendy. And so, yeah, if somebody finds that and could add it to the stream, that would be really helpful for everyone, because there's something about working with the body and uh, relaxing and being able to accept the truth of who you are as a spiritual being. Thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you, Beena. I appreciate it. Asia, you are so welcome, my friend. And do come back. I don't remember seeing you here before, so I'm so glad you're here, and I hope that you will be coming back. So then we have Serenity as next. Hi, Serenity. Let's grab our deck here. And after Serenity, we have Christina, Ram T, Alexandria, Beena, Lighthouse Dreamer, Emma, Maureen, and Selama. Selama, welcome, my friend. So glad to see you here. Okay. All righty. Now we have Serenity. You are welcome, Asia. My pleasure. Okay, Serenity, you are next. What do we have for Serenity Spirit? Thank you. Oh, there we go. Thank you all for being here. To my new friends, welcome. Please hit the subscribe so that you'll be notified when I go live. And my old friends who have been with me so long, welcome back. I so appreciate you all. Okay, Serenity. It's interesting to pull this harp card for Serenity, because Serenity is goes with harp music. You know, the angels play harps in many of the art pieces that we've seen over time. And when our hearts are troubled and we can't find what we're wanting, Serenity is asking about love and career. And you guys, do you know that love and career are connected? Because both of them fall under the influence of Venus. Venus, of course, is the planet that represents love. And so, isn't it interesting that both love and career fall in the same category? My understanding is that love, particularly self love, appreciation for who you are and what you've accomplished so far, this is what the Venus energy is all about. Because once you do have a deep appreciation for where you've come from and where you're going, you tend to attract better opportunities. You tend to be in the right place at the right time. And that's often the only difference between someone who is a success and someone who is struggling. Being in the right place at the right time and hearing news that you need to hear. So, as you're waiting for your sign and you really want spirit to move for you, Serenity, so that you know what to do next. What I'm liking here as I look at the painting is this scroll that's at her waist. This scroll is like the plan that she has created. She has a feeling she knows, or he or she knows what is best. And so what's happening here is that there's discouragement, right? The plans that you have made have not worked out. Have you ever heard the phrase that says, man plans and God laughs? I always love that one, because that's why I like to add this or something better to all of my own personal requests of spirit, because I think I know what I want, but the truth is, it might only be half of what I want. The truth of what I want may be something I haven't even thought of yet. So, music is your answer. A big key for success is to find a playlist that you love and listen to it. The music that you enjoyed when you were 14, 15, 16 years old, if you make a playlist up of the number one hits of those years, a part of your being will jump up and dance. I don't know why that is, but I have found it's true across culture that the music you loved at 15 will feed your soul throughout your life. So take me up on that. If you play an instrument, Serenity, get your instrument out. But it's important that you incorporate music right now. You're going to receive signs through your music. Let's see what this says. Oops, sorry. When you allow your inner light to shine and connect with your divine spark, there is a surge of love of self that can override all fear. I am stunned by the accuracy of the reading to this message because we need to be true to ourselves. We need to find what feeds our soul, what we can do with a whole heart. Going through the motions is never fully satisfied. Music is your answer, Serenity. Pick up an instrument, sing. I don't care if it's in the shower, but using your voice to express musically is going to be a big key for you. Okay. Thank you so much, Serenity. I appreciate you're here. Moving forward, we have Christina. And Christina says she can always use a little magic in her life. And I love that. Christina, this one is for you. Let me just give a ruffle. And I know you're going to be traveling soon. So sending you traveling messages and traveling, what do I want to say? Blessings, traveling blessings. May you meet some angels along your way. Okay. Oh, Nin, I'm so glad that you were able to read. I'm glad that Nin said that because these readings are truly for the collective. Yes, you guys are volunteering to have readings, and I love to do that with you. But the real magic is here in the collective. Thank you, Nin. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's take a look. This is for Christina. Nin, if you'd like me to pull a card for you, I'm glad to do it because you're a newcomer. Let me just plug in the website because it's easy to register. There are 3 different readings you can order today. So, Christina, let's take a look here. I know you can't type, but you're listening. And so, again, we're seeing the crescent moon here. The crescent moon has been repeating itself throughout these readings. So, timing wise, we are in the new moon, the full moon energy. Full moon will happen on April 1st, and it is in Libra, the sign of balance, right? But this new moon that will follow, the crescent moon that follows this full moon, I think is a sense of timing. Okay. So we're looking at maybe 2 weeks or jumping ahead, maybe 6 weeks, 2 to 6 weeks for you, that there's something that is going to be happening. And what I'm aware of here is sacrifice and offering, Christina, this beautiful female figure, and it is in the springtime. So that again, that goes along with what I'm sensing for you, that as your season changes from winter to spring, and I know you live in Canada and it's colder up there than it is in Tennessee, so you're probably about a month behind us. But as you are able to continue offering that cup, offering the cup, of course, is love. And when we look at the whole cup is glowing. Can you see that, Christina? The cup is glowing and its light is toward that crescent moon. So I know that you love the moon, and you love ceremonies. One of the things that's I know is important to you is to create rituals. So I would begin preparing a ritual for the next crescent moon and commune with spirit. Spirit is reaching through, wanting you to accept and be grateful for what's happening right now. You've had a couple of signs, you've made some decisions, there's been offers that have come your way. Christina is a continuing client of mine, you guys, and that's why I know a little bit more about her story. But in this particular reading, what we're wanting for you is to pause, really. Don't be in a hurry, Christina. You've already gotten some signs, haven't you? So put all of your love in that cup and extend it to Spirit, and let Spirit continue to fill your cup, being grateful for the signs that you're receiving right now. Okay, let's take a peek. Welcome the solitude. It is time to replenish your weary soul. Man, I've got goosebumps all over my body right now. I have a feeling this is abundantly meaningful to you today, Christina. Your weary soul is on its way to refreshment. Create that ritual for the crescent moon. Let me know what happens. Okay, my friend. Okay, hi, BR. Kimberly, welcome. I'm glad to see you here today. We're going through our list here. And next we have Ram T. Hi, Ram T. Welcome. And Ram T is asking for two readings, and I will do them both. So I will be drawing an oracle card for you, Ram T, and our Avalon Magic. So thank you for ordering that. You guys can order any readings you want. There's 3 readings available for you. I will be doing a tarot reading here shortly as a demonstration for you guys. So, and then we have Alexandria, Beena, Lighthouse Dreamer, Emma, Maureen, Selama, and Johanna. Welcome, Johanna. I hope I'm saying your name okay. And Kasturi, welcome. You are welcome, Kasturi. Okay, so Ram T, I'm feeling like I want to draw your oracle card first. And are you Kasturi, Ram? I think you guys, sometimes you have your other name and it doesn't come through for me here. So I think that that Ram T, you might be Kasturi. Oopsie, sorry guys. I'm bumping my system. Oh, okay, got it. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ram. Okay, so we're going to draw, whoopsie, and this card flipped. So that is your oracle. Thank you, Ram. And then we will draw we will also draw your Avalon card. Now, you guys don't get all jealous because you can order as many readings as you want. There's 3 readings available today. And what is it we have for Ram T? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. Here's your cards, Ram T. Let's take a look at your oracle. Ooh, isn't that pretty? Longing heart. Longing heart. So here, Ram, I'm wondering what has been breaking your heart? Is it a person? Is there a person in your life who is making choices that are just hurting your feelings? Like you get hurt feelings because the person's choices are just maybe self harming? Or has there been someone who has passed away and you no longer can see them because they're on the other side? This could be because somebody has ghosted you. I'm just sensing that there's a private pain, that there's something that causes you heartache, but you don't talk about it. And this is the beauty of a collective reading, because there's a way to receive information that is so private and you don't need to say anything. But this is showing there's a readiness for change, but it's not easy. What I notice on the card, Ram, is how white her hand is compared to the color of the body. Now, remember that gender doesn't matter on these cards, it's the symbolism that's here. But this is almost like a ghostly hand that's reaching up, so and trying to get warm. This face and body is warm, but the hand is cold. So it just makes me want to, I wish I could give you a hug, because I feel like there's been a question about love, a question deep in your spirit that you just haven't understood so far. You may be young. I'm 73. And so, over the 7 decades that I've been here, I have seen so many stories, right? And I've been through a lot of things myself that have been difficult. But we are always rising. We're always rising above our circumstances for what it is Spirit has for us. The message, this is the longing heart. Value what you have, and more will appear. So the message for you, Ram, is to find the things in your life that you can appreciate. Because when you can focus on something that you appreciate right now, it's like an eraser. It's like it, on a chalkboard or on a whiteboard, you can erase. When you get into the habit of appreciation, it's like we erase the pain of our past because the past needs to stay in the past. So today, as you're walking around, notice the things that bring you pleasure. Is there a painting in your house that you haven't even looked at for a while because you take it for granted? Go outside and be grateful for everything that grows. Think about somebody who cares for you and be grateful for that. I have Murphy. He's over on the chair behind me. Murphy brings me so much joy. Many of us should adopt a pet because pets are a way into our hearts. But for sure, what's happening for you, Ram, is that spirit is calling you up and out of some sort of sadness or depression, and it's on its way. Okay. I just want to be able to pull your Avalon card. And interestingly, on this card, I think it's the first one where there's not a person, right? This is nature. And I look at this circle of mushrooms out here. It's like a meeting place, a portal. Now, if you are interested in mushrooms, if that's something important to you, then pursue it. But I'm looking at it as nature calling. This is an invitation to leave your human ideas for a minute and go outside and be in nature, pick a flower, touch a stone, walk on grass, go up to a tree. I know this sounds a little unusual, Ram, but there's something in nature that is hungry for you. Nature is longing for you because when we connect with natural, God made creations that humans did not create, something quite powerful happens. Let's see what your message is. Honor the magic of the land. Be nature's friend and ally. Assist in recreating Mother Earth's original garden of pure wonder. Wow. Are you a gardener, Ram? Can you plant something right now? Can you get a new plant for your house? Spirit is really leaning on me to show you that finding something that grows organically will really bless you. Nature is quite magical. Sometimes, as humans, when we go through a loss, it can feel like we'll never live again. And the truth is, parts of us may be dormant, but every part of our humanity can be flipped back on. So, Ram, my dear Ram, this is a strong message, and I hope that it is resonant for you. I know it will be resonant for others listening, and so thank you for that. But if you have any comments or questions, or you want to let me know what's going on, please email me patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. I would love to hear what it is that's going on for you, Ram. Very strong reading. You are loved abundantly, my friend. Okay. Okay, next we are going to do another, stay organized here. We're going to do another tarot reading for you guys. I feel the cards calling my name. Catherine, could we please have another tarot reading? Yes, we may. Okay, so if you're in the queue, don't worry, I will get to you. Next, we have Ram T. Thank you so much for your order. I appreciate you, Ram. Okay, and then next we have Alexandria. Oh, Alexandria, you filled me in. Oh, good. I cannot wait to read for you, my friend. Okay, Alexandria, Beena, Lighthouse Dreamer, Emma, Maureen, Selama, and Johanna. Johanna is next. Okay, so first we're going to read here, Andrea, and Andrea, are you Alexandria? I forgot. I'm so sorry. Oh, you okay? Good, good. I think yeah. Let me grab my tarot. So we are going to do a demonstration because I know there's so many people here today who really would love to have a tarot reading, and maybe you're shy. That people are shy when they come. I understand that. You can order a tarot reading for yourself, and this is what it would be like. But right now, hold your intention in your mind and your heart, and let's see what the tarot has for the collective. And this would be especially true for those of you who did not order a reading, but you're fascinated by the cards today, and they are juicy, I must say. Thank you so much for all of you all who are new here. Thank you for the blessing of the thumbs up, for subscribing to my channel. You have no idea how helpful that is for me in my work. And it's reassuring because as I stop doing my daily YouTube videos and trust spirit with the weekly videos, you guys coming is just confirmation for me. So I'm smiling ear to ear. All right, let me sip my tea. Good, good. Okay, so now let's. I know I want to do it this way. Okay, so I have 3 stacks here. I'm just going to pick off of the 3 stacks. Oh, thank you, Nin. You are so sweet. Thank you, darling. Okay, so I picked 3 different stacks here to draw our cards, and we have the 5 of Wands. Has somebody been playing with you? Has somebody been like playing games? You know, breadcrumbing. You know what that breadcrumbing is, where somebody's nice for a minute and then they ignore you. But there's some kind of game going on here, and the players, there's like being played. Something around that. Let's see what else we have here. In their middle deck, we have the Page of Cups. Yeah, somebody watching, you really are looking for love. You're tired of playing games, right? Absolutely. So if you're here and you're looking for love, I believe this tarot reading is for you. And our third deck is the 7 of Swords. Okay. Yeah, this is have you ever heard that saying that's called caught between a rock and a hard place? Caught between a rock and a hard place, because there's somebody here. Hi, Leanne, welcome. There's somebody here, and love has been very disappointing. Okay, and this is the card at the bottom of the deck. And so, and it might be, Andrea, it might be that your energy has pulled these cards out for the collective, because I do have so many people that struggle with former love. One of the services I offer is breakup candy. Breakup candy is something necessary because you have to find something sweet in a past relationship in order to set yourself free. If your previous relationships, there was lying and cheating, then you can have a wounded heart, right? And so then your new relationships will be born from the wound, from the fear, the doubt. I've been single a long time right now, 12 years. I am very content being single because it's easier to be single than it is to live with a person. And at 73, I'm just finding a way to treasure my life and treasure my friendships with the opposite sex and enjoy that. But I don't think I'm going to open my home and my heart to another partner at this point. But I don't want to be controlled by the fear and the doubt and the negativity of I don't want to be hurt again. So I feel right now that this reading is for at least one, maybe more of you, who you have never given up on the dream. You have always thought in your mind, there's somebody for me, there's somebody that will treat me right. Okay. And so if this is you, you may have a block in your energy that's causing you to be invisible to the right people. If you're invisible to the right people, that means that you will pick people who are less than what you deserve. If when you think back to an ex and you feel anger, disappointment, or betrayal, that's like a vibration that comes out of your heart. You know how you put your hand on above the stove and you can feel the heat waves hit your hand? This is what happens when you have the heat of past love surrounding you. It separates you from the innocence of fresh new love. If you have been lied and cheated on in the past, these eggs, these are like the injuries of your past love. And you can nurture them and you can cuddle them. I know you wouldn't think you'd want to do that, but it protects you. It protects you because you are feeling insecure about true love. The cool thing is about you, my friend, is you've never given up, that you are sure, just like this fish in a cup. Now, how could a fish live in a cup? Well, if you fed it well and you cleaned the cup a lot, it could, but it's limited. The love you're wanting is much bigger than what you are envisioning. The key is to allow yourself to do the work to get rid of the blocks from the past. Now, if this is appealing to you, go to breakupcandy.com. Breakupcandy.com will take you to my website, and I have a special service in there for releasing blocks. And you will love it because until you cleanse your heart from the people who have hurt you in the past, you're just standing in your own way for love. Okay? Check out breakupcandy.com and look for the block breaker. It will help you. Now, what you're not seeing, what's at the bottom of the deck? Beautiful. Hello. This is a great promise. This is the fruition here. This is the promise because this 9 of Pentacles is the sign of someone who is healed. They are healed of the past. They've done the work. They feel confident and secure. There is no more need to be protected by the trauma from the past. She is ready. She is strong and she is magnetic. Okay. So, what you're not seeing is that your past hurts are holding you back. You've been praying for a sign. How do I find love? How do I find somebody true who will not play games with me and will not hurt me? What happens is it's only through your own heart. As you make yourself whole through, I use tapping for my magic, but there are so many wonderful tools you can use to clear your spirit of the past hurts. And then you are ready for real love. Okay, my friends, very cool reading here. The test is to think back to someone who has broken your heart. And if you're still feeling an ache, if you're still feeling anger, if you're still feeling any sort of ill will towards your ex, you need to break a block. Okay, and I can help you with that. So you can go to manifestfaster.com and that will show you the menu of all of the readings I have right now. And the breakup candy reading is with Block Blaster. You're going to be looking for Block Blaster when you get to that website. So let me put that in here for you so it's easy. Finding something sweet in every breakup is the only way to survive a breakup. Trust me, I've been there. Okay, moving on. Okay, so Andrea, you had to talk with your Leo boyfriend. Okay, talk to him. He texted me out of the blue. Interaction with him last weekend, the other night. I'm in Aries. I haven't seen him. Well, that reading, Andrea, you must have felt a little bit of your energy on that reading. So let me it looks to me, let me just draw your card. But because your energy was here when I pulled those tarot cards, I guess what I want to say to you, Andrea, is don't sell out. Don't sell out. Breadcrumbing. Remember I said breadcrumbing for at the first card? The games, right? Andrea, come on. Where is that card now? I want to find it again so I can pull it out for us. Girl, right? Game playing. And you are the queen. You look at all of these other figures, these other characters. Don't sell yourself short in taking so much of your valuable life force and focusing it on somebody who doesn't want to look in your eyes. And so I would suggest to you before I even pull your card, Andrea, is look at this is a good cure. You look yourself in the eyes, look in the mirror, look at yourself right in the eye and say to yourself, I am 100% comfortable spending time with a person who will not look me in the eye. I am 100% confident spending time on a person who won't look me in the eye. This is a harsh therapy. It's a harsh therapy, but it works because you need to speak the truth to yourself. You might be 100% comfortable with a person who doesn't look you in the eye, but I wouldn't. If somebody will not man up and look you in the eye, what does that mean? So please take those cards to heart, my friend, would you? Let's see, what do we have for our friend Andrea? What is it, Spirit? What is Avalon magic for our friend? What does she need to know? Oh, it's a beautiful. Okay, so this card really reminds me of that Page of Cups from the reading that I just did. Look at how she's holding a cup. It's a shell, right? But she's holding it at the heart. And she's got that beautiful white raven on her shoulders. So, Andrea, be sure to go to your search engine and search for the meaning of the white raven. In ancient culture, the white raven, I know, has a really special message, Andrea. So do claim it, okay? Because this is a solitary figure. There's not two figures here. This is a serious looking figure, right? It's like when I look at her forehead and see those wrinkles, those lines in her forehead, there's so much overthinking going on, and there's a lack of peace. There's a scripture, actually. I spent a few years teaching the Bible, and one of the scriptures I loved is the one that says, let the peace of the Lord be your governor. Let the peace of God be your guide. If you feel peaceful, if you look in the mirror and say, I'm 100% comfortable spending my time on someone who won't look me in the eye. And if you feel peace about it, that's your sign. But if you can't say those words, I've used this technique with many clients. And when they try to say it looking in their own eyes, they just can't. They can't say it because it's not your personal truth. If somebody breadcrumbs you, breadcrumbing is cruel and it's controlling. And you have to know you're probably not the only person the person's playing with. May I show you this card one more time? You're just one of the players that this person is toying with, and only you can set yourself free. Okay, Andrea. Now, if you're stuck, I'm here for you. There's a reading on my menu where I create a recording for you that is both the cards and a tapping script. And when you're stuck, there's no better remedy. So take a look at that. Here's your message. Let go of outcomes. You will be released from the burden that you carry. Your choice. You will be released. Honestly, I don't know if this is the woman in me or the spirit in me, but I'm telling you, Andrea, you deserve far better treatment than you're getting. Okay. Biggest hug, Andrea. I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. But the fact is you will learn when you tell yourself the truth and look in the mirror and say, I'm 100% comfortable with this person. Just say it to yourself and see if it's true. I can't wait to see how this works for you. Please email me if you want, Catherine. Excuse me. Yes, Catherine. Pattern Breaker Tarot at gmail.com. I would love to know how the mirror technique works for you. Okay, next we have beautiful. Hang on a second. Oopsie. Wait a second. Beena. Let's see. Let me just make sure. Hold on. Okay. Okay. It is Beena. Thank you, Beena. Beena, I'm so glad you're here. I haven't seen you for a while. Beena has helped me out here on the channel for a couple years now. And I know she's a busy, busy young legal professional. I remember when we met, you were in school, Beena. And I'm so glad that you're here. Oh, there you are. Excellent. Okay, so next after Beena, we have Lighthouse Dreamer, Emma, Maureen, Selama, and Johanna. So, Beena, let's see what the Avalon Magic has for you. Okay, Beena, go ahead and put your hand on your heart. Take a couple of breaths. And Spirit knows exactly what's going on for you. Spirit loves you. Your ancestors love you. They're surrounding you now with love, Beena. Your rabbits love you. What is it you have for our dear Beena today? What is it, Spirit? Here we go. Oh, beautiful. Okay, Beena, there's a portal. Okay, so something's coming, praying for a sign. I have a sense that your employment is in flux, it's moving, that there's something going on with your situation that is changing, and it's good news. There's good news in it, and the fact that you have some insecurity, you're at a point where some of your choices are going to be taking you, maybe traveling. Certainly you're growing in your relationship with your parents as you step out into your career. And there's I see, can you see at the top of the mountain way over there, there's a little figure? So I feel like you're in this beautiful transition where as you walk through portal after portal after portal, you're going to be continuing to meet new people that are going to be pulling you at a distance. You may be, honestly, you may be working in a different city or even a different country. I just feel like you're being birthed from your foundation. You've walked through your schooling, and now there's these beautiful opportunities, one after another. So I feel it's important for you not to be in a rush and to find gratitude and appreciation for every stage that you're going through. Life is a continuing cycle of doorways to walk through. Okay, let's see what your message is. Be attuned to the rhythm and cycles of your life and notice the shifts and changes. Peace comes from the sacred union of nature and spirit. I love that you enjoy the bunnies, that rabbits are so important to you because what beautiful, gentle energy they are, right? When you pick up one of your rabbits, they are so sweet and kind and loving. And that's part of what nature and spirit, how through your life, you have been blessed through your relationship with animals, and you have been blessed by your comfort in nature. The changes that you're going to be experiencing are not going to be easy all the time because you have adjustments that you need to make as you walk along. But Spirit is whispering to you ever so gently to always go back to your roots. Always go back to your love of nature and the animal kingdom, and you will be empowered and blessed for every step you take. Okay, my friend? A very interesting and short message for you, Beena. Bless you. Bless you, my dear. Okay, going forward. And we have Lighthouse Dreamer. Hey, Lighthouse Dreamer. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lighthouse Dreamer. There's a no contact in place. Oh, no contact. No contact is so difficult, Lighthouse. And I know that that you're struggling with. And I apologize for the humans in life that have caused you issues, because I have had to put some people in no contact myself. And sometimes I can feel like a sense of guilt, because I feel like, well, is it fair for me to close off and not be in contact? And then I have been asked by close people to me, please don't contact me. Their life has taken a turn that makes them fall out of alignment with me. And it's very, very difficult. But I can tell you that spirit is always in it. And if you find yourself in a no contact, there is, oh, look at Beena. Look what showed up. A bunny. But the spirit is always there for you. Okay, Lighthouse Dreamer, spirit is always there for you in your no contact situation. So, what I'm seeing here, first of all, this beautiful rabbit, and the rabbit is a sign of fertility. And so I feel that spirit is whispering to you that you have an abundant, fertile future ahead of you. Okay. Notice on the tree, we have some carvings. It's as if somebody has come along and they have carved this as a sign. This is the way, walk in this path. When you're always turning around and looking at the past, you can't see the abundance in your future. This rabbit cannot see anything because they keep turning around and looking at the past. So, your sign today is to plan a life without your person. Okay, so right now, your S is your person, and they are going through something. They are processing something. It may be that it hurts your feelings because the path they took was away from you. And spirit is just saying, stop looking there. Let it go for now. What can you plan for your future? The number one thing that I suggest for my clients is to start volunteering somewhere. Find a place where they help children or animals. I volunteer in a thrift store where people come to buy things at a low price. They also can get free meals there. Monday through Friday, they serve breakfast and lunch, and they need volunteers to help run the place. Honestly, my dear Lighthouse Dreamer, once you take steps to help humanity, that's in a way that you are not looking in the past, spirit will move. Spirit will move. When you honor S and allow yourself to walk forward, if S wants to contact you, they will. But the more pressure you put on in the energy by constantly thinking of them day and night, you are anti magnetic. It's as if they will keep walking the other way. Right now, it's important that you look forward, find someone to help that cannot help themselves. It's like a magic elixir, I promise. Let's take a look at the message. Reconnect to Mother Nature's world of plenty, and you shall receive a myriad of miracles. Mother Nature feeds itself, right? Mother Nature has cycles, seed time and harvest. When you step out and start to volunteer and help people who cannot help themselves, you're following natural law. We are designed to help others who cannot help themselves, whether it's picking up litter, whether it's volunteering in a soup kitchen, whether it's volunteering to help people with animals, whatever it is, that's nature's way. And when you follow natural law, you create true magic for yourself. Don't be afraid to stop looking at the past and looking forward, my dear lighthouse dreamer. If you want to write to me and let me know more about what's going on, I would love to be able to hear your story because perhaps I could offer you a resource. The email address is patternbreakertarot@gmail.com. A big hug for you, my dear lighthouse dreamer. Could we all just throw some hearts up in the air here for Lighthouse Dreamer? Because thank you guys, because it's so hard when you are stuck on somebody that's not honoring you, when you love someone who, for whatever reason, is walking away from you. We understand it is so, so difficult for you, my friend. Okay, now we're moving forward and we have Emma. Hi, Emma. Welcome. Emma, I'm so glad that you're here and for being patient and waiting for your reading. I know there's a long list today. I've lots of people. I appreciate each and every one of you. Let me just tell you who else is in line here for the readings. Hold on. Oopsie. No, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, Emma, then we have Maureen, Selama, and Johanna. So, Emma, this is your turn. So, are things going to get better this year? Oh, my goodness. Let's take a peek. Let me mix up anyone who's here right now. You may receive this reading, even though it's for Emma. It truly is for the collective. Thank you, Magnificent Success. Thank you, Beena, for putting my email address out there. I love it. So many of us are feeling low. Our energy is low because the things that are going on in our world feel too big, too complicated. And we ask, are things going to get better? And so let's take a peek and see what the fairy kingdom has to say. So look at this card. I love so much when the cards fling themselves out of the deck because I could not have picked a better card for this question. Just a moment while I sip my tea. This is a yin and yang symbol, the masculine, the feminine energies, and these two dragons, right? And right now, when you look at our situation in the world, it's very difficult to look at what's going on in the world, but also in our own heart. It's like we have these two energies within us that are battling for our attention. We have the beautiful white dragon, the magical white dragon, peace and joy and stability. And then we have the dark dragon, the fear and the doubt and the insecurity. And within your own mind is a circling of these energies. It's always our choice on what we pay attention to. Where are you directing your attention? Is it on the fear and the doubt, or are you able to find something to be grateful for right now? I meditate. I meditate with an app that's called The Way. It's fabulous. I highly recommend. And Henry Shookman is the author, and he offers 12 sessions for free so that you can test it. But the idea of making peace with where you are. Eckhart Tolle says, imagine accepting what's happening as if you picked it. Accept what is happening as if you picked it. This is the pathway to peace of mind. You will always have doubts and insecurities. We are tangled in a web that is a mixture of insecurity and peace. And it's always our task to pick the peaceful path. Let's see what your message is, Emma. Do not look for validation in others. Be uniquely you and follow your own path. We can't blame others for our misery or for our unhappiness. We need to address our own fears and doubts and make that daily choice to walk the peaceful path. The peaceful path is peppered with gratitude. Be grateful for your breath. If that's the only thing you can be grateful for today, then do it. Take a breath and release. Isn't it true that if breath was not here, you would not be here? Spend the day today, Emma, being grateful for your breath. Spend time in nature and do come back. Please do come back to these readings every single weekend. All I do is serve a menu of Spirit's love for you. That's the whole mission. Okay. If we think we can get rid of our doubt forever, we will have a hard time. Doubt and fear are part of the human condition, and so is choosing peace and gratitude. Okay, so there is your message for today. Thank you so much, Emma. And next we have Selama. Hello, Selama, my dear friend. And then we have Johanna. So, Selama, I know that you took those tests a little while ago. Oops, gosh, this one was in a hurry to come out. I know you took those tests, and I don't know if you've heard the results yet, Selama. But in this card, I love this card. It looks like she's at a cauldron. She's mixing energy. Notice how she's fanning this pot, and she's bringing up the vapors of the pot. So this makes me think of like cooking something like a beautiful stew or a soup, and you know the aroma, it just smells so good before you eat it. So I feel like you right now is that you've taken the action steps toward your new position, and it's in the pot. It's being stirred up. Universe is working on your behalf. And remember, one of the things that I love to add to my affirmations and intentions is this or something better. This or something better. So for you, Selama, you've taken the tests, everything's being prepared. So you can say to Spirit, Spirit, show me which position will be mine, this or something better. Thank you. Spirit, show me the path to my next position, this or something better. Thank you. And I can't help but notice the dog here in the past, or behind her. So I feel like dog is an important animal for you, Selama. And I know that part of the spiritual meaning for dog is faithful, that dogs are faithful. And so I feel like spirit is promising you that spirit actually is faithful to you, that spirit sees your situation, is lovingly guiding you. And again, even though you hear me say this to you every time you're here, thank you for keep coming back. But remember that gratitude opens doors and changes your core vibration. If all you can be grateful for today is your breath, you will honor the Creator and yourself by acknowledging this. So put your hand on your heart, Selama, and take a breath and release. Breath is your connection to divine. Let's see what the card says. Reawaken your intuition. Allow your emotions to ebb and flow like the cycle of nature's seasons. I enjoy reading this on your behalf, Selama, because it's true. You're going to have the cycles of ebb and flow of confidence in spirit. And so allow yourself to be true to your emotions. If tears are there, allow them. If laughter is there, allow it. Allow yourself the appreciation of your breath. I am glad you're on the planet. You bless my life when you come here. There are others that know you right now that are blessed by your eye contact and by your smile, Selama. Enjoy the aroma of what is coming your way. And we have come to our very last reading for today, and it's Johanna. And I'm going to put timestamps in today's readings because I have so many. And so I definitely want to be able to make it easy for you to find your readings. So hold on a second. It says I have 2 requests. Let me see here. I want to make sure that I'm Selama and okay. Oh my goodness, Selama, I just saw that you're starting your new position in April. And so I'm so grateful for this because I know this is an answer to prayer. And so I misread your request. And so I'm just holding you in gratitude here with the fact that you did land that position. And so when I look at the card with that in mind, Salama, what I'm wanting you to remember is that it takes time to dive in. Okay, it takes time to dive in. So go slowly, enjoy every step of getting oriented into your job. Spirit is being so, so faithful to you. And as you look into your intuition here, as you haven't worked for a while, so it's kind of a brand new world. So be free with your emotions. Understand there's going to be ups and downs, but spirit has your back. Okay, stay grateful and enjoy. And congratulations. I am so grateful to spirit for what has been done on your behalf. Oh my goodness, you guys, this is so exciting for Selama. Let's all send up some hearts and just celebrate. I'm going to send up the celebration to celebrate you, Selama. Absolutely phenomenal. And I read this 2 different ways because I've known so much about how much you have been waiting to find that new position. I could not be more glad for you. And last, we have Johanna. Johanna, what do my spirit guides have to say about insomnia? Oh my goodness, insomnia. That can be a real headache, can't it? Not getting enough sleep. So let's pull our, yes, we're going to pull our Avalon Magic, see what it is. Oopsie, gosh, that was in a hurry. Okay, I barely touched the cards, and this card came out. So, my dear friend Johanna, it's not easy to be awake in the night. I know that has happened to me off and on over time, and it can be draining and overwhelming. And I look at that band, the band around her head, around the forehead, and many times it is overthinking that is part of the insomnia. Now, I am going to put something into the chat here, a channel. Oh, Chibs. Oh, Chibs Okereke, I think is his name. And you can put meditation and search for that on the YouTube channel, on the YouTube, because Chibs, he has the most wonderful meditations for sleep, and he has one for insomnia. I pretty much listen to him every night. I have a few favorites, but this one will help you. I believe his voice is quite magical, and it just helps to listen to something that is life giving while you're up with your insomnia. Okay, so let me take a look at the card reading. Let your love overflow. At the end of your life, you will be asked, how deeply did you love? So, what is Spirit saying with this? I think what I'm picking up very strongly is self love. I feel that you are, because sleep is not easy, I feel like you are, I'm going to say the word almost cruel to yourself. That I sense that when you talk to yourself, you say things like, what's wrong with me? Why can't I sleep? What's wrong with me? And I feel that your sleeplessness is causing you a lot of interruption to self appreciation. It's a deep issue. Sometimes therapy is helpful, when the mind is so unruly, when the mind creates false stories, false narratives, and sleep can seem so delicate to grab onto. And the whole idea of falling into sleep, to fall into sleep, is sometimes not the right terminology to use. And so Chibs is very good at teaching how to approach sleep. And so for you, my dear Johanna, I would recommend that you say some self love affirmations. And it's hard sometimes when you're used to being critical of yourself. But what I would say is, even though I don't know how, I appreciate myself right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm learning to love myself right now. Even though I don't know how, I'm finding help with my sleep right now. I don't mean to make lightly of it because I know it's a big problem for you, but I know that self love is often the pathway to getting some deep rest. All right, my friend. And I would definitely check out Chib Sokiriki and his work with insomnia. Okay. And Selama, I see you pop back in. Selama. So, Salam, I'm glad that you're contacting me because I'm so glad for you getting a job, and you must be over the moon. I can only imagine. Just think when you very first came to the readings all those months ago, and you were really in a desperate state and didn't know what to do. And then you took those tests and you got that job offer. So, it is my pleasure to draw you a card for the month of April. Okay. And so, what I want to do is just as my gift to you, Salama, I want to pull one of the heart healing oracle cards for you. Okay. And just as my gift, because honestly, I am so proud of you. I wish I was there to give you the biggest hug because you have been so brave and so willing to trust spirit. So let's draw you one of the heart oracle cards for the month of April. Okay. And we'll see what spirit has for you as you start this new adventure with a brand new position. What a blessing for you, my friend. Let's see what we have. And we have passionate heart. Oh, I love this. Look at how she's creating something new. Let me look. She's painting a heart. And I love, love, love. What a perfect card for your month of April because you're creating something. You are using a new palette with your new position. And by the end of the month, you won't be finished. You won't be fully actualized. You still will be learning about your new position and how beautiful it's going to be for you. But this is such a fantastic promise. Passionate heart. There's something here in this new position, Salama, that you are going to be passionate about. Wholehearted passion. It might be the actual work that you're doing. It could be your coworkers. It could be the location. Something in your life in April is going to be passion worthy. Passion is going to be part of your April. And it says, use your voice to wake up others. So as you are using your voice with gratitude, right? And that's what you want to be painting your picture with, gratitude. Because when you use your voice and say, Spirit helped me, Spirit kept me going when I didn't know where to turn. I have never been more grateful for an opportunity than I am right now. And Salama, I would start by saying it in the mirror. When you wake up in the morning, and you look at yourself in the mirror, tell yourself, I am so proud of you. Look how Spirit has lifted you up. Look at how Spirit has created this position. I am I am so confident. I am so full. I am so relieved. When you start using your voice out loud, you will wake up parts of your own self that have been doubtful. When you speak to yourself positively, Selama, you are going to wake up the parts of yourself that are still a little doubtful and still not sure. It's going to take you a full 90 days to get used to your position. No lie. And in the 90 days, your mood is going to go up and down because it's new. But every day, start off your day saying, I am so proud of myself. I am passionate about what I do. I believe that all things are possible. Got it? Great marching orders for you, my dear Silama. Go forth and prosper. I'm so grateful. I hope you'll come back every week and let me know how the new position is going. And as always, you're welcome to email me at patternbreakertarot@gmail.com and let me know your story. Let me know what's going on, and I can email you a resource that you can use. I'm so proud of you, Salama. Go forth and prosper, my friends. Thank you so much for having fun at my tarot party today, and I will see you next Saturday for our tarot party. Bye now.